Democratic vice presidential candidate Senator Tim Kaine joins us from Orlando, Florida. Senator, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you guys.
The two candidates went into this debate dead even. Now, this morning, the morning after, did it change anything in perceptions, or will it have a likely impact on the polls?
Well, I think it changed perceptions. I think the folks watching that debate clearly saw that Hillary Clinton was very, very well prepared for the debate and prepared to be president. And what they saw about Donald Trump was that he lacked specifics other than attacks, and he was easily rattled. And that was very, very apparent throughout the debate. And the longer the debate went on, the more apparent that was.
Have you had a chance to talk to her after the debate? Did you get a chance with her?
I did. We chatted, I don't know, it was probably about maybe 45 minutes after the debate was over.
What did she say?
She felt good about it. She felt good about it. I told her I thought on demeanor, she absolutely dominated it in terms of looking presidential, while Trump kind of got flustered and really kind of ran out of gas. And I talked about the fact that she offered details and plans, and he didn't. He left a lot of questions unanswered, especially the questions about his taxes, and even suggested that his strategy of trying to avoid taxes just showed how smart he was.
What do you think was her best moment?
You know, I think her best moment was her answer when Donald Trump tried to deflect his comments about her appearance to suggest that he was critiquing her stamina. And she said, you go to 120 countries and you sit before a House committee for 11 hours and talk about stamina. And just the split screen I was watching, that was toward the end of the debate, and she was going strong, and he was out of gas by that point, and that was very obvious.
Speaking of the end of the debate, at that moment, too, Trump then brought up some of the ads that your campaign is running against him, saying they're not very nice. And then he ominously said, I was going to say something extremely rough to Hillary and her family. Where did you think he was going there?
You know, that was one of the weird things. I had no idea what he was talking about. He got into an extended segment about Rosie O'Donnell. What did that have to do with anything? When Hillary was answering a question about cybersecurity and Russian cyber attacks, he jumped in oddly and said, well, we don't even know. Russia may not be behind those attacks. So there were some items at the end of the debate that were almost kind of like random non sequiturs, and I had no idea what he was talking about toward the end.
When you look at the idea of trust, which was an issue for her, did that change? Did she do anything to assure those people who had questions of trust? And how did she do it in your judgment?
It seemed like there were kind of a pair of trust issues got put on the table last night. She got asked about the email situation, and she just looked right in the camera and said, I made a mistake, and I apologize for it. And the FBI's done an investigation and concluded that there are no additional steps that need to be taken. Donald got quizzed on a trust issue about why were you perpetrating this bigoted lie about President Obama's not being a United States citizen. And that answer was so incredibly convoluted. No apology, no recognition that this is a painful thing to say in a nation where for generations African Americans were not allowed to be citizens of the United States until we added the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. So she dealt with the trust issue head on and said, I made a mistake, I've learned from it, I take full responsibility. But when he was confronted with a trust question, he could not own up to his responsibility and the fact that he had perpetrated a painful, painful lie.
In fact, Senator, in Secretary Clinton's response on that very issue, the birther issue, she used the word racist 3 times to describe Donald Trump. She said he has a long record of engaging in racist behavior. Do you believe he's a racist?
I don't know Donald Trump. I've never met him, and so I'm not going to make that comment about him. But I will tell you, absolutely, the claim that he perpetrated for 5 years that President Obama was not a U.S. citizen is an absolutely bigoted and racist lie.
Thank you, Senator Kaine.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.